Wednesdaywow. Monday is Mo Day, his moment of truth. Friday is
Monday it's Mo Day, the moment of truth. Friday it's Courtney, she fresh in the booth. Wednesday's exciting, your friends may say how. Getting you through with Lloyd's Wednesdaywow.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the Wednesday Wow. Lloyd here. Hope everybody's doing okay. Today is the 16th of January 2019. I hope you are well. I hope you are pushing forward through this new year. I know I am, and I feel good about it. So, myself and the Motivational 3, we've been talking a little bit about identity, or false sense of identity is what we've been talking about. So, I had a couple stories I wanted to share with you just about not only identity, but sometimes where the roots of identity can lie, right? And when I say lie, I don't mean a falsehood. I mean lay. Anyhow, so I start thinking, right? When I think of identity, for me to understand my identity, I look back, right? And when I look back, I look at the people before me in my, for lack of better words, bloodline, right? So I look back at, for as far as I can remember, as far as family goes, I look at my great-grandmother, Hattie Green. That's what I look at, right? So with Hattie Green, honestly, just an all-around good person, strong, strong-willed, positive, straightforward, great leader. So I'm thinking about all of these things as far as my identity goes, and where I could have possibly got anything from, right? Whether it be good or bad, where I got it from. So all of those things are starting to create my identity because she had a huge part to do with my upbringing, right? So let's move a little further down the bloodline. As a matter of fact, let's switch tracks, right? My father, Marvin Hale Bay, he's everything that he's done, that I've seen him do, he's done it excellently, right? He's taken whatever he was doing, he took it to the next level. He stepped the game up. Everything that he was doing. Strong, my uncle. I'm going back both sides. This is both sides of the family, but let me tell you this story. So we were living in New York for a little while when we were younger, and my mother sent my brother and I to the store. Now this is my mom's. This is my bloodline that I'm talking about with my mom's, because I'm still trying to narrow this into today, right? But my mother sent us to the store. We had to be 12, maybe 11 years old. My brother was probably about 12. I was probably about 10, something like that. She sent us to the store, and a friend of mine next door, Anthony, walked with us to the store. So we go into the store, and my brother and I, when we got to the corner of Herkimer and Buffalo, we ran into one of my cousin's boyfriends. Kerry is my cousin, Kerry Hale. Shouts to Kerry. We ran into one of her boyfriends, and whenever they would see my brother, they would always kind of, grab him up, rough him up a little bit. So they were doing this to him. Across the street, there was a guy that they had beef with who was shooting at them, right? So they're standing with us. The guy is shooting at them. So essentially, he's shooting at the crowd that we're standing in, right? So we book it on over to the store. The corner store is like down Buffalo, make a right. You know what I mean? So we ran over to the store. Listen, I kid you not. This is what I'm trying to get to. I kid you not. My mom ran in the store maybe 10 seconds later, because she must have heard the gunshots from home. She ran in the store maybe 10 seconds later with the security guard that was living on the second floor of the house that we were living in. She ran in the store, gun was in her hand, like, yo, where my babies at, right? So she ran in the store like that, like, yo, where my babies at? Let me make sure they're all right. So I need y'all to hear that. These are the people that I come from. These are some stand-up people. And in my opinion, that's a stand-up move, right? My babies are in danger and I'm going to get them, right? That's a stand-up move in my opinion. Moving along, I take all of this and I share all of that because, especially when I'm talking about recovery, I took all of that into my recovery, right? As I started building my identity and understanding myself a little bit more, I took that into my recovery, that I had some people who did excellent things on my team that had something to do with raising me. Yeah, we some people lived legally, some people lived illegally. Some people lived on this side of the law, the other side of the law. Doesn't matter. The core principle of what I'm saying is they had heart, they were unafraid. My father would always say, you take it to you step to whatever the issue is. You don't back down from it. You step to it. So just to wrap this up a little bit, I was having a conversation with my daughter, Carrington, about 3 days ago, actually. And she was having a hard time doing something. I can't remember. Maybe it was homework. She was having a hard time doing that. And I said, I need you to understand, you are a giant. That's what I told her. I said, you're a giant. And she said, no, I'm not. I'm a kid. I said, no. You're missing what I'm saying. I said, you are a giant. And when I say you're a giant, I means that these things that you make to be big things, you're much bigger than these things, right? So when you worry about homework, I said you were born that way. I said, because you were born a hale, this is what I told her. I'm just keeping it real. I said, because you were born a hale, you are a giant. That's what I told her. And that's not to say that she's better than anyone, but that's to say I want her to condition herself to understand that she is above stressing about doing small things that are her responsibilities. I want her to understand that. And we have to, learn those skills starting at that age. Anyway, that's my take on identity. Sometimes in order to properly recognize your personal identity, sometimes to really properly recognize it, you got to look back a little bit, and you got to look what was put into you growing up, what was put in, right? Because believe it or not, whatever's put in is going to start coming out, and then you can continue to feed whatever's been put in as you get older. All right. Make sure you check out my girl, Lady Simone, with the Fresh Friday, and make sure you check out Mo with the Most Monday Moment. Till next time, y'all, be easy.